This is a starter, and as you can see it's a reduction gear off a 2003 Pontiac Vibe, and I believe the Matrix is the same starter in the Toyota Corolla. So Toyota Matrix and the Toyota Corolla got the same starter, and as you can see, I had a problem. She wouldn't start. She wouldn't even turn over, actually. No clicks or anything. But anyway, this is reduction gear right there, and it's all dirty. And this is the solenoid. I haven't checked that out yet. And this is the armature. And as you can see, it's right full of dirt and dust, and black. And this is the coils, the field coils. And you can see that there was that much dirt in. It was rubbing on the side walls. So I'm going to clean that up and see, can we get some current going through it. In order to get to the starter, the starter is located right here. You can see the hole. This is where the starter goes, and you see the ring gear and stuff. And this is the positive lead that comes from the battery. This is the one that goes to the solenoid, the one that clicks in the starter. And I had to take this plastic cage off right here, fan, and in order to get access to the starter. So anyway, make sure that you got the positive or negative battery terminal disconnected when you're doing this job. So yeah. Blow this in first here. No, wrong way. This is the brush assembly in there, and that's the armature. Okay. Oh boy. I don't want that to come out. This is a Denso starter. This original starter that was on this car. Anyway, so we're going to put that back together again. This thing here goes in. The brushes and everything looks good. No, I'm not going to take that apart. If you want to take the starter brushes and that out, there's a little clip inside right there, circlip, and this rubber boot comes out first. So I'm just going to put a little, there's a permanently lubricated bearing in there, and it doesn't seem like there's any problem with it, but I'm just going to put a little wee bit of oil in it. Okay, I got a couple of drops of oil in that now, and just put that boot back in again. But it is a permanently lubricated bearing into it, so this is not a rebuild, it's just cleaning up the starter, really. A lot of dirt built up in it, and I'm going to grease it up a bit around the shaft, a few places. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to put some bit of grease around the shaft, not too much. And this grease is called red and tacky, and a little bit around this area right here of the shaft, and some on the splines. I'm going to clean up the gears too. Okay, so that's ready to go back together now. That's going to go in with a bang, by the way, because magnets, permanent magnets in it. Okay. Now we'll clean up, well, there's not much dirt on that, on the gears. I'm going to put a bit of red and tacky in the gears too now. This there place, just a little bit around, and on each one of the shafts inside, put the same bearing or the same gear back on the same place you took it off. That's thousands. Now, a little bit around the outside edge there. When that gets on the gears, it will be distributed throughout. So, okay, so that's ready to go back there now. I haven't tried the solenoid yet. That wire there looks pretty, well, disintegrated almost. A little bit down in that slot in the hole there. Bit too much actually. A little bit of grease on this, on the thread of the screws. Those screws only goes in about 10 pounds, 6 pounds, something like that. They're really small. Now the starter is put back together, so I'm going to check the continuity of the, make sure that the ground is all okay in the whole works. So I just fall off a little bit of space there, clear metal, and use the voltmeter just to make sure that the ground is good throughout the starter. Nothing here. Yeah, it's good. Yep, got her. Here we'll give it a little tap with a punch, cold cut on the side there. Yeah. Give this one a little. Now I've already done that, by the way, so, and I know that they're coming loose, so I'm going to take them out now. There's one. As you can see, it's coming apart there now. I'm just going to have a look at it so and see what it looks like. If there's any dirt or anything around in there. Everything looks good. There's a winding, a coil winding in around here, and when the ignition switch charges it with electricity, it makes this tumbler move out, which forces the bendix out into the ring gear. Now if this solenoid is not working, then that's what's wrong with the starter. Well, basically, so I'm going to check that out too now. Now down here, this is the little one. It's 12 volt that activates the coils in the thing itself. So we just check that for continuity now. And we got it, so it's okay, that part. Inside this here is a little copper washer, and which I can't get at, although I've fixed it on my excavator a couple times. You just release it around this area right here and take it out. You may have to turn over the washer, move the washer around. It's just copper and it burns out, so I'm going to try to activate that one, this one here now, and see does that work. Now in the starter itself, this is the plunger that goes into this. This is just a piece of metal that's all in, and it becomes a magnet, this does, and pulls that in, which activates the bendix, drives the bendix out. There's on an axis in there, and that thing just comes down over this and over this little activator thing, and as you can see, what happens is the bendix goes out. And I don't think you're supposed to grease this at all, but I'm going to put a little bit there just to go against the grain. So I'm going to put that back together again and try it just to see if it works. So I got to go into that fitting. The spring goes in, put a little small smidge of grease up around it. New grease, not very much. That'll spread. Anyway, hard to do when I got a bad hand. I freaked up my right hand yesterday. So there we go with that. That's how that goes. In there like that. Get the screws, put them back in. Line it up. And go for it. And I'm going to try that starter before I put it on the car. The ratchet. Bad end, but okay, so that's ready to try. Okay, I'm going to snug that one down there now. I cleaned it all up, filed the edges off, so that should be a good connection there now. That's the main thing with starters. It needs all the amperage, especially the -30s. Get that starter on now. The two bolts are the same. One comes in from the back, and one got to get that in there. There's not much room there either, see? But no room. And the wires and stuff, got to get all that in. Now, okay, he's in place. and the other bolt goes on the top. And that's it. Connect up the little rubber hose. Okay. Connect up the starter terminals there now. Just slide them in and you got that. Alright, try her there now. Yep, alright. Okay, shut her off. Yep, that's it. I gotta put that fan back on now and he's in there barking. That's on there. Put this fan back on now. And this thing fits into the tabs there. And there's a connect right there that goes in. So, anyway, down in the bottom there's two tabs. And two little 10mm bolts.